Good morning. Hi, I'm Kristin Omdahl and welcome back to Yarn on the Beach. This is episode 103 and we're here in Southwest Florida waiting on the sun to rise. The sun actually just popped up over the trees and the buildings to the east. This is the Gulf of Mexico behind me. If you're joining me live, please say hello and tell me what you're crafting on today. And if you end up watching this in the recorded version, please feel welcome to leave a comment as well. I try to reply to all of the recorded comments as well. Good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining. I'm drinking organic green tea with fresh lemon juice today, and I've got a very healthy dose of lemon juice in here, really waking me up. Good morning, everyone. Hopefully some of you are crafting already this morning, have some time for that. I brought, Patty's gonna work on a shawl. I see some coffee drinkers, good for you. I started working on the step outs for my next video series last night while I was at my knitting group, but I forgot my knitting needles. And so I borrowed someone else's knitting needles and made one of the motifs for the Marissa shawl. I'm going to make a couple of these first before doing the third one and then finishing up the rest of it all on camera. So it's going to be a great tutorial. It'll be in several videos, so there'll be a video on reading the pattern, on making the motifs, on joining the motifs to make the shawl, and then finally on blocking. Okay, I see. Oh, some people are watching KB's podcast now too. Good, that's great. Good morning, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for joining me. Let's see. So this is one of the step outs for the new video series for this pattern, which is called the Marissa shawl. I've got it in two colorways here. And so I've used a different yarn just to show a little different look. So those motifs I've done in Be So Sporty yarn on a size 4mm knitting needle. And this is one of the projects in Motif Magic, which is my brand new book, my 14th book, available on my website and at Amazon all over the world, and available as an ebook. While I was at Knitting Club last night, a few of the ladies gave me gifts to celebrate the 100th episode of Yarn on the Beach, which I thought was so sweet, and I never even didn't expect anything like that. It's funny, I was super excited about it the day of it, but I've already moved on to other stuff, but still awesome nonetheless. So one of our members brought me this. This is I figure you could make homemade raspberry liqueur and put it in here. You could make herb-scented vinegar or oil and put it in here. You could make a punch for a party and put it in here. I think that you could put 100 different types of things in here. So it has a cork at the top and it has the little spigot at the bottom here. And I don't even know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I love it nonetheless. What else? And then I got another little gift last night, and you're gonna love this. It's a car air freshener with the scent of rose musk, and it's a little alpaca, and it says, "I live happy," and you can see there's a gold tassel that's going to dangle down once I take it out of the package. I just don't want to take it out of the package till I get it in the car, because otherwise I feel like it will lose some of the air freshener quality, so I'm going to leave it here until I put it in the car, and I'll do that as soon as we get back from Yarn on the Beach this morning. But isn't that just absolutely adorable? Love it. So two different types of gifts, but both so special and so cute, and I love it. Jenny, I have no idea. It's Elisa who bought me this, and she joins us on Yarn on the Beach some morning, so if she pops up and tells us where she got it, I will let you know. Both so cute and so awesome, and they definitely know what I like. I noticed a couple people commenting on my hair and my earrings so far, so I'll just mention I didn't do braids this morning. I took the section that you would cut if you were cutting bangs and I just twisted it. So this is a 2 twist on each side and just secured with bobby pins in the back. Oh, there's Elisa. She got it at Bell's, B-E-A-L-L-S. So if anybody has a Bell's nearby, that's where you can find it. Now, what was I going to show you next? So, I was able to show everybody last night the new colors of Lush, and it went over very well. I've got them listed in my shop, but no photos yet. And I was planning on doing the photos down here. In fact, I even brought my camera and was going to show you guys the colors and then photograph it for the website. But for some reason, I took up the wrong, I load my car for a knitting group and then I unload it at night, and I decided to leave one bin in my car thinking it was those colors to photograph this morning, and I took the wrong one. So I can't show you the colors yet, but I will have them listed in the shop later today, and well, they're listed just without photos, and I will also bring them to Yarn on the Beach tomorrow morning so you can see them live. But having said that, I can show you the new colors of Be So Tender that will be available in the shop tomorrow. And that's these 3 beautiful jewel tones. This is called Cobalt. This is called Lagoon. And this one is called Ultraviolet. And all 3 of those will be listed in my shop later today. And thought I saw a question, but I missed it. So I think any one of these would be gorgeous on their own. They're pretty together. I did some patterns for Knit Crate when they had the exclusive rights to these colors last month for their Artisan Crate, for those of you who are subscribers to Knit Crate. And now that the month is over, I'm going to be selling them. I think that they would be pretty on their own, like to wear with denim or to wear with white or khaki underneath. Imagine a poncho in any one of these. I was talking to the ladies last night that the celebration poncho, even though it's done in Be So Fine yarn, if you just did it in this yarn and did less rows, it would be spectacular in one of these. And with twisted fringe maybe at the bottom, just showstopper. That's what I would like to make out of one of them. And whichever color I choose, I imagine wearing it with either khaki pants and a nude tank top, or a white tank top and white jeans or white shorts. This is worsted weight yarn, and it's organic cotton with a thick, thin texture to it. Be So Tender. It is available on my website now, but these 3 colors are not listed yet. They'll be listed later today. So it's Lagoon, Cobalt, and Ultraviolet, and I'm having the hardest time figuring out which color to make for myself. I want all of them. Just, I'm leaning towards, this is the yarn from Celeste Shawl, Jenny. That's right, Celeste Shawl is made in Be So Tender yarn. So imagine doing that weight, but making it into a poncho. It would just be gorgeous. It's 100 grams and 140 yards worsted weight per hank. And like I said, the yarn is available in my shop now in other colors, but these colors will be available later today when I have photos of them. It's worsted weight, KB. See, I probably have some, I can show you some projects in it. I don't have all of the projects from from Motif Magic, but the Delma cowl, this is done in Be So Tender yarn. It's worsted weight. And I can show you photos of one of the knit projects in the book that's done in Be So Tender yarn also. And I have lots of patterns for Be So Tender on my website too. So if you go to the pattern directory and look for patterns by Be So Tender, you'll see okay, the Amara shawl is the knit project done in Be So Tender yarn. Here's some more photos of it. It's a knit motif that's joined as you go. Not sewing, but knitted together with knitting. Knitted and joined together as you go, all knit. really cool technique and project. And there's also a schematic that shows you which colors to put where, but it would also be beautiful in one color or two colors. It could be beautiful in anything. I just happened to choose 4 colors for this particular sample of it. Let's see, oh, there's a little picture of it on the cover too. And that's called the Amara shawl. And like I said, I've got tons of other patterns on my website. You just have to search by Be So Tender, and you can see all sorts of other ideas to make with it. Next thing, my earrings. Somebody mentioned my earrings. These are tassel earrings. Super, super easy to make. I think I wore gold ones the other day. This is a black pair. The tutorial is a video here on YouTube and on my website, and this uses a little bit of Be So Fine yarn and some beading elements that I found at Walmart, of all places. Just gonna pinch my French hooks a little bit. I love the way Be So Tender looks as a tassel. I think that the bamboo looks so expensive and rich because of the shine, and it also trims really nicely to get a nice blunt cut. And I love the length. When you're making them for yourself, make sure that you try them on before you do your final trimming, because you want to make sure that they don't touch your shoulders so that they have movement. Notice how mine are just a little bit shorter than where they would touch on my collarbone area, and that's so that they have movement, and you can, even if they're hidden in my hair, you can still see them move. To see how many people made them for gifts. I got photos from people who showed me their entire family wearing a pair of tassel earrings, because they gave tassel earrings to everybody and then got everyone in a group photo with their earrings. It was so cute. So nice to get photos like that. Yes, thank you for encouraging people to give thumbs up. Google definitely, or YouTube definitely does respond to the type of interaction that a video has. And if a video gets lots of comments and lots of shares and lots of thumbs up likes, it posts it higher in the Google search element of, you know, because YouTube is a search tool, a search engine for Google. So it puts it higher in the search, so it means that I have more exposure and can be seen by more people. So thank you, everybody who helps me get the word out. What else is I going to show? Oh, I happen to have a couple of balls of Be So Bold yarn in the car, so I thought I'd bring them. Wanted to show you how different yarn can look from a hank to a center pull ball. This is the Palm Springs Hibiscus colorway of Be So Bold yarn, and it has tangerine and peach and raspberry and hot pink. And you can see it definitely does change the look when you go from twisted hank to center pull ball. And I'll take it out of the twist so you can see even more variation. I love these colors together. This would make an amazing summer poncho as well. I love these colors. And then I have another variegated color with me in this one. This one is Snorkeling in Key West. This one has some turquoise and some deeper teal green and deeper teal blue. And that's also Be So Bold yarn, which is the organic cotton and bamboo blend worsted weight yarn. See, I probably have some samples from the book in this yarn. No, one of them is at a show. You know what? I'll have to show you in the book. So, Laguna. There we go. The Laguna shawl is made in Be So Bold yarn, and this is another knit motif project that's joined as you go. You make each one of these motifs in knitting, and you join them to the other knit motifs as you go, and then you pick up along the edge and make that beautiful ruffle. It's so pretty. I love the way that the motif the flower in the motif pops out from the rest, because the motif is done in stockinette and the rest of the the flower's done in stockinette and the rest of the motif is done in an eyelet lace, which means it really pops out in the negative space. Hopefully that shows up. And then the other project done in Be So Bold is the Adriana knit bag, which is also knit motifs that are joined as you go. Oh, we've got little birds joining us. The little guys, they're curious today. And what else are they going to show today? That might have been it. I was going to work on one of these, but I forgot to bring, wow, I just saw a blue comment. I'm not sure what that meant, but that looked cool. I didn't even catch the name, but one of the comments came across in a bright highlighted blue color. Wow. That's fancy. So my intention was to show you how to make one of these this morning, but it'll have to wait for the video tutorial or tomorrow because I did not remember to bring knitting needles. How unprofessional of me, huh? It might have been Super Chat. Oh, it was Super Chat. Okay, so there's this thing called Super Chat. It was just, someone mentioned it to me the other day. It's where you can donate money to have your post or your comment highlighted and I think even saved so that it shows in the recorded comments. Something like that. I don't know much about it though. Have to Google it to find out more. Oh, Charlene, you got your book. Wonderful. Hu Yen is Japanese. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we'll have to Google Super Chat to learn more about it, but it is a way to donate money to get your post made into super. It makes it, I don't know, there is something more to it. You get highlighted somehow. There is something to it. So we'll have to figure that out. And thank you for joining us, Hu Yen. Are you in Japan or are you Japanese and living here in the US or living somewhere else? Cheryl, your book's on the way. Great. Someone just mentioned Curious George. Oh, someone else is here from Jordan. I went to Jordan one time when I lived in Israel. I went right across the border. There was some cool, oh gosh, what was it called? What's the place with that big door? There's a really ancient site that you can visit just on the other side of the Israeli border. I can't think of what it was called, but I had the opportunity to go to Egypt and to the Lebanese border and to Jordan while I was in Israel. Edna's copy's on the way too. Yeah, India takes a while to get to India from the US. Matt was in Germany for 3 years. That's fun. I love German food. Hi Mona, thanks for joining. I lived in Israel for just under 4 years. I was there for Intifada and 9/11, which was a very shocking experience for me, but good nonetheless. All experiences are good in the end. You either learn from them, grow from them, or something. D. Hebron, yes, you should definitely make these. They're so beautiful and so easy. You could make them, once you get the hang of it, you could make these in like 10 minutes. They make a fantastic, yes, Lily, I did get pregnant there, and Marlon was born in Israel. We came back here when he was 22 months old. And learned to speak Hebrew while I was over there, immersion style. I studied French in high school and Spanish in college and Italian after that, but once I got to Israel, I learned by immersion. Oh, hi Sabine or Petra, you're from Israel. That's great. Where did you live? Or where were you from? I lived in Nahariya at the Lebanese border on the Mediterranean Sea. Learned a lot about Middle Eastern cooking while I was there. Still love it. Still love all the food. Some food I can't even replace because the meat and certain things were so much more fresh there that they don't translate here in the US. Yes, Beatrice, yes, it's been handled many times for some reason. Sometimes it takes a long time for it to work out, but it's okay. Thanks everybody for your support and for watching my back. I always appreciate it. It is so peaceful down here this morning. The weather is mild. It started off a little chilly, but definitely warmed up. Let me show you what the beach looks like. Very quiet to the south of us. The big, bright fireball in the sky. Notice somebody set up a hammock underneath that canopy. They're gonna have a nice relaxing day, huh? Then here's the beach to the north. There's a lot more exercisers this way. I see walkers, and a jogger just went by us. Dolly the Wonder Wagon. Don't know if I would ever want to live without her again. And here's the beach again. I have a super busy day today, so we're gonna have to cut this short, unfortunately. But let's take one last minute here to look out on this amazing view and listen to the sound of the waves a few more times and set our intentions for the day. Wow, so gorgeous. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you had a great time watching the sunrise and listening to the sounds of the waves and chatting with me and everyone else here. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.